You guys remember this?
I also was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes. So, which I declined that because...
Wait a minute, say that again.
Okay, so she says this lady is a lawyer. She says that she was contacted by someone who was not a client of hers. This is what she said in other interviews, because she was on interviews all over big media about this person contacted her and wanted to help her try to sell a sex tape of a celebrity who, by the way, looked like a minor at the time the sex tape was made. Wanted to try to encourage the celebrity to buy the tape. Basically, so he wouldn't have to shop it elsewhere. But she was making it seem like she had nothing to do with it. She was making it seem like they were doing the celebrity a favor. But basically, other lawyers chimed in and said that she was basically assisting with extortion of this celebrity.
Say that again. Back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes.
Yes.
The shopping thing is...
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of, and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
I've heard this before. So like a catch and kill.
Catch and kill, correct.
Wow. Can you, and I guess you can't reveal the person who is on.
No, I can't explain who the person was, but
High profile?
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than
Okay,
Combs.
so I'm sure everybody remembers that. So she also talks about the accuser that she's representing is someone who was a victim of Diddy's, but it's not the person who has these sex tapes. So that other video was from a month ago, and this is up today.
Because my next guest just testified before a federal grand jury. He says he was in possession of a trove of digital evidence from Diddy's freak-offs and parties. His name is Courtney Burgess, and he says a friend gave him 11 flash drives that belonged to the late Kim Porter. And if you follow this story, you'll know that Kim Porter is Diddy's ex-girlfriend and the mother of 4 of his kids. On those drives, the witness says 8 videos featured 8 celebrities at Diddy freak-offs or parties, and that 6 were males, 2 were females. The drive also included a manuscript of an alleged Kim Porter memoir, a memoir that her 4 kids insist is fake.
If you haven't listened to that book being read aloud,
after he told the grand
oh
jury,
my goodness.
Immediately after, he booked it over to my set, and he and his attorney talked to me.
Now, mind you, she said he and his attorney. So let's back up. This guy is in possession of 11 hard drives that had 8 videos of 8 celebrities having sex at Diddy's place. Apparently, to speed up the whole thing, they were all, from what it seems, drugged or whatever and didn't know what was going on. Okay, but she said he's now here with his attorney. So it makes me think that this is probably the guy that had these tapes, right? He had to go before the grand jury. The marshals were searching for this guy with a subpoena to appear before the grand jury. So I'm sure from that lawyer running around to all these major news outlets, running her mouth and trying to help the celebrity, quote unquote, really extort them to buy this tape, they must have found this guy who has not only that hard drive, but the other ones, right? Well, let's look at this. Because again, she clearly said he's here with his attorney.
Ariel, you can jump in on this as well.
Okay, so this is the man
your home
who had the tapes. And oh my goodness, look who his attorney is. Yo, and look at her face. Like, I don't know what. Is she mad because she know people doing videos like this? Was she threatened by the bar that she had to tell the truth about this stuff? That she would be complicit if she continues? I don't know. I don't know what happened, but and I'm not even 100% sure if that's the man, but come on now. Anybody who has any type of street smarts knows what's good. Apparently this man been in the business for a long time. He has some kind of book on Amazon or something. I haven't researched him too much. I'm about to, but I had to share this video because look at her. Let's watch.
Was raided by federal authorities, and I assume it is because of this material. Is that true?
I wouldn't say that. They just went to every one of them looking for me. They said the paperwork said the 24th, that I had to be there the 28th, and then it was the 27th. I can't make it there. That's tomorrow. So I don't know. From the look of it, it was 4 days.
And I want to be specific.
Ariel?
Yes, when we talk about a raid, we're talking about when a subpoena is served for documents, a search warrant, or an arrest warrant. In this situation, Mr. Burgess was not in any way, shape, or form had a search warrant or an arrest warrant issued for him. It was just them serving a...
But was Mr. Burgess the one that you were trying to help him extort people? So just very curious. Since this just was posted, 10 hours ago. And this is, again, it's NewsNation I'm watching. So you can see these videos on other news outlets. I would say reputable, but I don't trust major news media. But it's not just some hokey podcast. But anyway, I'm interested in following up if this was the man. But I had to put this out here because, like, oh, he wasn't your client. He was just someone who called you. And if he wasn't, you sure made him your client. Wonder if he got criminal charges, would you represent him? Just saying. This whole thing is such a freaking mess.